I am the Hope Diamond. Who am I? Maybe you have heard of me. I am the famous Hope Diamond. I know diamonds can't talk, but I'm no ordinary diamond. I live in the center of pendant, which hangs from a diamond necklace. 16 other diamonds circle around me, but I think they are tiny. The small diamonds are clear like pieces of glass. Most diamonds are almost clear, but me, I am deep blue, like the ocean. I am full of mystery, too. No one knows everything about my past, not even me. But I do like to tell my story. So let me tell you about a part I remember. How much of my story you believe is up to you. My early years. I do not remember much about when I was younger, and you'll find out why very soon. I've learned about my past by listening to people. This is what I've heard them say about me. It took many, many years for me to form underground. People first found me in a diamond mine in India. They knew I was special right away. I was deep blue, of course they weighed more than 100 carats. That's lighter than five nickels, but it is heavy for a diamond. Many diamonds used in rings today weighed about 1 carat. Back then, it, each was good enough to be blue and big. After many years, some people wanted me to be a different shape. They thought it would make me even more amazing. In 68, 60, in 1668, I was sold to the King of France. Then I was cut in a special way to give me many many facets or faces. My new faces made me brighter and improved my shine. If the cutting hurt, I can remember it because that part of my memory was cut out. In the end, I was a little heavier than 67 carats. I lost about one third of my weight. I also had a new name, Blue Diamond of the Crown. I liked my royal life in France. Many kings wore me over the course of a century. Then, in 1792, I was stolen. I was scared. The good news was I was found in England. The bad news was that I had been cut again. I weighed about 45 carats, or less than half my original weight. I was down to about the size of a quarter. Other diamonds were still jealous of me, but I felt smaller and smaller. I have weighed about 45 carats for almost 200 years. I remember when a man named Henry Philip bought me. He lived in England, and he is why I am called the Hope Diamond. He owned many colored diamonds, but I was one of his favorites. He had me set or placed in a pin that could be worn. I was usually kept in a drawer, but I felt safe. I stayed in the Hope family for years. After Mitterhope died in 1901, I was sold and sent to New York. Then I was sold and sold again. After a time, I was back in France. This time, while I was in France, I did not live with a king. I lived with Miller Cartier, who sold jewels. Jewels. A customer of Miller Cartier's was Mrs. Maclean saw me when she visited France. She said she did not like me. My feelings were hurt. Mr. Cartier believed Mrs. Maclean would buy me though. He took me to New York and sent me a new necklace. Then he showed me to her again, and she wanted me. I had never looked better. Sometimes Mrs. McLean thought I was her lucky charm. Other times she thought I was bad luck, but she wore me a lot, and I liked that. I liked to be out and about. Mrs. McLean kept me until she died. Then I was sold again to Harry Winston in 1949, who taught me that I was not the most important thing. For years, he and I traveled together. We raised money for charities, and I was glad to help. Hope, a blue but hopeful. In 1958, Miller Winston gave me to the Smithsonian Institution. It is a museum in Washington, D.C., and it is where I still live. People from around the world come to see me. They talk about how beautiful I am. Some of them say I give people bad luck. If only they could hear me. I tell them I I tell them I'm the one with bad luck. After all, I locked away in a museum.